Today morning, I was talking to one of my students. Recently, she gave her GMAT, but she did not get her target score. So she has to take it again. But with the given score, she can apply to good colleges. But she doesn't want to join those colleges. And now she wants to improve her score once again. And today morning, she called up and said, okay, what should we do next? So I said that nothing changes. We follow the same strategy, and probably after 2 months, we give them GMAT again. And now GMAT has also changed from your classic GMAT to GMAT Focus. And then I asked her what happened exactly during her exam that she gave 3 days back. She said that it was fine, but there was anxiety. So I said, can we do something about anxiety? Because if we think, okay, anxiety happens and you just, leave it like this, it's going to happen again. So she said that she was not feeling confident while giving GMAT. I said, why she was not feeling confident? So she said that, though she was getting around 730, 740 in the mock tests, and she has given mock tests of different companies, and everywhere she was getting a consistent score. But she said somehow she was not feeling confident enough, and even a day before the GMAT, she fell ill. So that it never happened in her, study career or in school, college, it never happened. But somehow she said that, before this exam, she felt that anxiety, even a day before, and even during the test, she was anxious. So I asked her, can we do something to get rid of this anxiety, or if somehow we can just reduce the anxiety? So she said that she doesn't know anything right now what she can do to reduce the anxiety. Then I just shared few things with her that normally I also use myself. So you can start doing that, and you can see gradually the anxiety starts coming down, because it will not go down immediately. It's a habit. That because she started preparing for GMAT 1 year ago, from there till now it's almost 10-11 months. So she has developed that habit of anxiety. So I just shared some of the things. So first I asked her exactly what she think stopped her from investing again, going for another GMAT. So she said that she has been studying for GMAT for last 1 year, and somehow now she feels bored out of GMAT. She doesn't have any social life, she's not going out. So from there, I could understand a kind of mindset. See, there are one basic mindset that most of the students have, is that you have to invest every possible minute into GMAT, because if I invest every possible minute which is free into GMAT, I can reduce the preparation time, or I can give GMAT at the earliest. So that's not the right mindset, or I would say this is the wrong assumption that most of the students have. Because if number of hours determine the success, probably then everybody would say, okay, for 1 month I'm just taking a leave and I'll just study for GMAT for 12 hours, 14 hours a day. Anybody can do that. But such students who do that, they never score 90th percentile. So what does they need to do? So I asked her that on Saturday, Sunday, how many hours does she study? So she said, I study for 6-7 hours. And apart from that, nothing. So I asked her, you have, maybe you wake up at around maybe 7, 8, 9 in the morning, and till night, 9 or 10, you have 12 hours. So if you're studying for 6 hours, what are you doing for remaining 6 hours? She thinks about GMAT, what will happen. So when you think about something, your happiness, or you get emotionally dependent on that particular thing. So if you attach your happiness to that particular thing, if you perform well, for example, her happiness is dependent on GMAT. So if she does well in GMAT, or in her practice, she feels happy and more motivated to take action. But if she's not doing well, she get demotivated, she stops studying. So her happiness was dependent on GMAT. So I asked her, what if she just study for 5 to 6 hours in the morning? Let's say she wakes up at 8. So from 8 till maybe 2 or 3, you just invest on GMAT. And after that, go out with your friends or go out with your family. And when you're out with your friends, don't think about GMAT. So here another assumption is that if I don't think about GMAT, I'm doing something wrong, because I have to think about GMAT all day long so that I can feel motivated. Again, a wrong assumption. If you keep thinking about GMAT all day long, you get more anxiety, you don't get motivation. And even next day when you're planning to study, you will be less motivated. But if you just stop thinking about GMAT when you're out with your friends, you're learning a very important skill of life, which is concentration. Concentration is that you're thinking about the thing that you're doing right now. You don't think about those things when you're not doing them. So when you're studying for GMAT, invest yourself in GMAT. But when you're not studying for GMAT, stop thinking about GMAT. So if we do this, what we are doing is that we are learning to concentrate. And once you learn to concentrate, you will not get anxiety. Anxiety happens because you live in the future, you attach, your success or failure with that future. And that creates anxiety. And once because you have thought so much about this, you have a habit, to whenever you think about GMAT, you get anxiety. But if you break that habit, during the exam, you will not have anxiety. Or of course, there will be some initial anxiety, but you will not be anxious throughout the exam. So try to do this. And if you do that, you get a very important thing, that's patience. So you get impatience because you stop all other things of your life and you just get into GMAT. If this happens, probably because our mind requires so many things, to stay happy. It's not just the growth, because you're doing GMAT to grow. Similarly, if you just keep earning money, you will lose that drive to earn money. You'll be more frustrated, though you will be earning, but you'll be frustrated. So the best way out is on Saturday, Sunday, study for 6 hours, and remaining time, go out with your friends, socialize, do whatever you want to do, but don't think about GMAT. And if you do that, you will have more patience. And once you have more patience, you will enjoy it, because she said she was getting bored. And once you start getting bored, you lose that drive. But when you study, you go out, you enjoy, you come back. If you do that, you will not be bored. And you will just reduce your anxiety. Try this, and I'm sure this will help you to improve your score and overall preparation of GMAT. Thank you.